Before you walk into a courtroom, before you sit in a hospital waiting area, before you step into a police station or a tense government office, I want you to ask yourself something simple. Are you protected? Not physically, energetically. Because most people walk into heavy environments completely open. And then they wonder why. They feel drained, irritable, sick, or emotionally overwhelmed afterwards. Today, I want to talk to you about energetic hygiene and how to protect yourself in highly charged spaces. Just last week, my wife spent the day at the hospital with a close friend who was going in for surgery. She was there for the whole day, tension in the air, fear in families, uncertainty everywhere. She went in grounded, but without consciously protecting herself. The very next day, completely down with flu-like symptoms, 3 days in bed. Now, I'm not here to say energy caused illness, but I will say this. When your nervous system absorbs stress for hours, when your body is in a subtle state of tension, your immune system can take strain. Most people underestimate how much they absorb from environments they enter. Think about these places: courtrooms, hospitals, police stations, divorce proceedings, funeral homes, government buildings, even toxic workplaces. These spaces are emotionally charged. They carry fear, conflict, grief, anger, uncertainty. And whether you believe in auras or not, your nervous system reacts to the emotional climate of a room. There's something called emotional contagion. Your mirror neurons fire. Your body begins to mirror tension around you. Your breathing changes. Your cortisol rises, even if you think you're calm. So the real question becomes, how do we enter these spaces consciously instead of absorbing them unconsciously? Most people protect their body. They wash their hands in a hospital. They lock their doors at night. They wear seatbelts. But they don't protect their energy boundaries. They walk into heavy environments completely open. No intention, no grounding, no shield. And then they carry that energy home. One of the simplest tools I recommend is Palo Santo oil, traditionally used in sacred practices for purification and spiritual clarity. Palo Santo has been used in ceremonies to clear stagnant emotional residue before entering sacred or difficult spaces. Not because it's magical, but because the scent directly affects your nervous system. When you apply a couple of drops to your wrists or behind your neck and you breathe consciously, you are signaling to your body, I am grounded, I am clear, I am sovereign. That intention matters. The oil becomes an anchor. It reminds your system not to absorb what does not belong to you. Now, let's talk about obsidian. Obsidian is volcanic glass, born from fire, formed under pressure, and rapidly cooled from molten earth. In crystal teachings, it is known as a protective stone, but not in a passive way. Obsidian doesn't just block negativity. It reflects it, it grounds it, it forces clarity. It strengthens your internal boundary. When you wear obsidian, you're not hiding from energy. You're stabilizing your own. Now add the arrowhead shape. The arrowhead is ancient. Across cultures, it represented direction, protection, warrior awareness, and clear boundaries. An arrowhead cuts through confusion. It moves forward with focus. So when someone wears an obsidian arrowhead pendant, They're not just wearing a crystal, they're wearing a symbol of sovereignty. And when you step into a courtroom, a hospital, or a tense environment, clarity and boundaries matter. Here is something very simple you can do before walking into a heavy space. Stand still for 10 seconds. Take a slow breath. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, and 6 seconds out. Visualize roots growing from your feet into Mother Earth. Visualize a calm, protective field around your body. And affirm quietly, not every emotion here belongs to me. That sentence alone changes everything. Now, protection isn't only before, it's also after. When you leave, wash your hands consciously. Shake out your arms. Step outside and breathe fresh air. If you can, burn incense or take a salt bath later. Change clothes. Simple acts signal to your nervous system that you are releasing what was not yours. And now you don't have to believe in energy fields for this to work. Intention changes physiology. Breath changes cortisol. Symbols anchor the mind. Scent changes neurological responses. Call it energy, call it psychology, call it awareness. The outcome is the same. You move through heavy environments without carrying them inside you. The deeper lesson here is this. You are not required to absorb every emotion in a room. You are not responsible for carrying collective tension. You are sovereign. And energetic hygiene is just as important as physical hygiene. The more conscious you become about what you allow into your field, the stronger your presence becomes. And if this resonated with you, let me know. And if you'd like me to go deeper into protection practices, grounding rituals, or understanding how environments affect your energy, tell me. Until then, protect your body, protect your mind, and protect your field.
Secret Sense. Awaken your senses naturally. Now at the Realm in Henley on Clip.